The rock music scene's most notorious charmer once admitted he couldn't resist the allure of women. At 80, still fit and thriving alongside his stunning supermodel wife, 26 years his junior, Rod Stewart shines as both an iconic rock vocalist and a bold emblem of confidence, charisma, and defying time's grip. With a staggering 250 million albums sold, his signature gravelly tone has etched an unforgettable legacy across the global music landscape. Beyond his musical triumphs, Rod Stewart has crafted a dazzling $300 million fortune and a lifestyle dripping with opulence. Yet beneath the glitz and glory, Rod Stewart emerges as a provocative figure, tangled in a web of dramatic romances and jaw-dropping political views. Step into the thrilling saga and untold secrets of the legendary Rod Stewart. Don't wait. Prepare yourself. Picture a young Rod Stewart, a lad utterly enchanted by the thrill of football. Born on January 10, 1945, in Highgate, North London, he emerged as the youngest of 5 in a spirited, working-class Scottish clan, guided by his father, Robert Stewart, a builder with a deep passion for jazz and the beautiful game. This man's love for football and the soulful sounds of icons like Al Jolson and Little Richard shaped Rod's early years into a vibrant dance of stadium cheers and melodic dreams. Yet, as a boy, Rod never imagined he'd trade a ball for a microphone. His days were filled with crafting intricate model railways and chasing glory on the football field, where he led his school team as captain and shone for Middlesex schoolboys, dreaming of a pro career on the pitch. But fate had other plans. His football journey hit a wall despite his skill. At 15, he boldly left school to chase that athletic vision, only to find fortune turning its back after a tryout with London's Brentford FC, nudging him to see the pitch wasn't his true calling. So, Rod rolled up his sleeves, taking on humble gigs, delivering papers, printing screens, and even digging graves at Highgate Cemetery to keep life moving forward. Music? It wasn't his first love. It wasn't until the early 1960s, when he picked up a harmonica and later tickled the piano keys, that sweet melodies began whispering their way into his soul. If football ignited his earliest spark, music was the destiny waiting to embrace him. From a boy kicking balls to a rock titan rising tall. With a harmonica as his wand, Rod didn't start on grand stages, but busked with wild abandon across Leicester Square's lively streets. Teaming up with folk dreamer Whiz Jones, he roamed Brighton, Paris, and Barcelona, pouring his heart into every note for spare change. A raw, untamed chapter where rock and roll's fire first flickered in his spirit. In 1963, he stepped into the spotlight with The Dimensions, a London R&B crew, starting with harmonica riffs and backup croons until his fierce charisma demanded center stage. Heroes like Sam Cooke and Otis Redding fueling the gritty voice that would soon mesmerize the world. Then came 1966, when he joined the Jeff Beck Group, tasting the sweet rush of triumph. Their 2 albums soared to the US top 15, planting Rod firmly in rock's fertile ground, while his bold fashion and spiky hair earned him the moniker Rod the Mod, a rebel with a punk rock pulse. By October 1969, he linked up with the Faces, Ron Wood, Ronnie Lane, Ian McLagan, and Kenny Jones, while sealing a solo deal with Mercury Records, launching his own starlit path. His debut solo effort, An Old Raincoat Won't Ever Let You Down. 1969 didn't shake the earth, but it quietly built the runway for his dazzling ascent. In 1970, Faces dropped First Step, a Rolling Stones-inspired gem that hooked legions of fans, while Rod's solo Gasoline Alley began carving his name into rock's bedrock. But 1971? That's when Rod became a force unstoppable, a legend undeniable. Every Picture Tells a Story hit the scene, and Maggie May, a wistful fusion of folk, rock, and blues, exploded worldwide, with the album and single ruling #1 in the UK and US together, a historic first, later hailed by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, among the 500 songs that forged rock's legacy. Yet, his solo supernova strained the Faces' harmony. They still delivered gems like Ooh La La, 1973, a UK chart topper, but Rod drifted, and by 1975, the band dissolved. That year, he chased the sun to Los Angeles, igniting his golden era, the sultry Tonight's the Night. 1976 reigned over US charts for 8 weeks, crowning him a rock king. In 1978, Do You Think I'm Sexy? A rock disco seduction, shot to #1. Won in the UK and US, proving his husky charm was timeless. As the 80s dawned, Rod's pace softened, yet his presence endured. Tonight I'm Yours, 1981, struck platinum, though later works didn't spark as bright. But with over 130 million albums, 12 #1 album, and 11 numbers, 1 singles across the UK and US, he remains rock royalty. In 1993, the Brit Awards honored him with an outstanding contribution to Music Nod. And in 1994, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame welcomed him as a solo titan, tributes to his towering career. The wins kept rolling. In 2001, the World Music Awards handed him a Diamond Award for over 100 million records sold. In 2004, a Grammy crowned his Stardust, the Great American Songbook Volume 3, where he rekindled classics with his unmistakable soul. By 2019, the Sunday Times pegged his wealth at £190 million, ranking him among the UK's richest artists, his voice still blazing into his 70s, captivating fans across generations. With over 250 million albums sold, he's a titan of sales, knighted in 2016 by the British Empire for his musical gifts. Rod's riches grew richer still. In February 2024, he sold his song catalog for $100 million to Irving Azoff's iconic artists group, spanning his solo hits and work with Faces and the Jeff Beck Group. That haul boosted his net worth to $300 million, funding a life of splendor. His homes, each a masterpiece of elegance and luxury, mirror the regal existence of a rock icon, a testament to a journey from the pitch to the pinnacle. Imagine the crown jewel of Rod Stewart's treasures, a sprawling Beverly Hills mansion, a breathtaking emblem of extravagance valued at $80 million. Nestled in the elite enclave of Beverly Park, Los Angeles, where tycoons and stars reside, this palatial gem reigns supreme among Rod Stewart's property kingdom. Back in 1991, he claimed this prize for $12.1 million, a sum that swells to nearly $22 million in today's dollars. This 20,000-square-foot masterpiece flaunts a neoclassical European flair, with majestic marble pillars and a facade fit for royalty. Step inside, and you're swept into a realm of pure splendor, boasting 13 bedrooms and 19 bathrooms. Towering ceilings shimmer with dazzling crystal chandeliers, graceful marble staircases twist upward, and interiors gleam with rare woods and silken elegance. Picture a sleek gym, a cozy private theater, and a refined cigar lounge exuding timeless charm. A vast wine cellar cradles a priceless collection of vintages. Envision an English tea room steeped in aristocratic grace, where Rod Stewart hosts in grand, regal fashion. Outside, sprawling grounds unfold with a shimmering pool, manicured French gardens, tennis courts, croquet lawns, and a perfect expanse for extravagant celebrations. In June 2023, he offered this palace for $70 million, nudged it to $80 million by December, then eased it to $74 million in February 2024. Yet its splendor and worth remain utterly mesmerizing. Rod Stewart also left us awestruck by owning a castle echoing Britain's storied past. Darrington House Castle, a radiant 18th century treasure in England. Beyond his taste for luxury, Rod Stewart harbors a deep love for history's timeless whispers. In 2013, he secured Darrington House, an 18th century marvel, for $6.2 million. Tucked just 10 miles from London, this estate promises seclusion, yet keeps the city's pulse within reach. Crafted in the 18th century, it preserves its heritage with crimson brick walls, towering leaded glass windows, and ceilings carved with intricate artistry. Inside, 10 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, and 4 living rooms glow with plush furnishings and stately marble hearths. Beyond the main house, 4 quaint cottages, a coach house with its own 18th century clock tower, a nod to nobility, and a cellar cradling the world's finest wines await. A greenhouse, tennis court, and alfresco dining nook join a romantic rose garden and croquet lawn, weaving an aura of British elegance and timeless charm. Rod Stewart spares no expense for a lavish retreat. He reigns over a seaside haven in Palm Beach, a paradise of opulent leisure. In 1995, he staked his claim to coastal prestige, snapping up a Palm Beach, Florida villa for $7.2 million. Its airy design frames sweeping ocean vistas, with breezy balconies inviting the salty air. Within, imported wood floors gleam, luxe leather furniture beckons, crystal chandeliers dazzle, and art adorns the walls. The master suite offers a private perch above the sea, a sanctuary of calm. An infinity pool kisses the ocean's edge, joined by an outdoor spa, tennis court, and private marina, where Rod savors carefree summers with loved ones. Real estate gurus whisper that today, this gem could command $20 million, a testament to Palm Beach's soaring allure. Way back in 1986, Rod Stewart scooped up an English manor for over $1 million. This early haven sheltered him for years, and in 2019, he sold it for $6.15 million, six-fold his initial stake, proof of his real estate savvy. This retreat boasts timeless charm, with sprawling gardens, serene lakes, and verdant grounds, offering peace amid England's rolling countryside. Rod Stewart isn't just a musical titan, he's a wizard of property prowess. These homes aren't mere dwellings, they're monuments to triumph, a life fit for royalty. With a rock star's flair for the fabulous, Stewart adores sleek supercars, especially Italy's finest, amassing a jaw-dropping collection that's fetched millions at auction. In 1969, a Marcos GT became Rod Stewart's first speed demon. As his star rose with the Jeff Beck Group and Faces in the late 60s, he indulged a rock icon's dream, snagging a Marcos GT with a 3-liter V6. Its sleek lines and roaring power sparked his lifelong car obsession. Today, a pristine Marcos GT V6 could race off for $50,000 to $80,000, depending on its rarity and shine. Then came the 1971 Lamborghini Miura P400S, a $2 million legend. Rod leveled up with this stunner, a vision in white, Bianco, with a black leather heart, Nero, blending elegance and raw energy. Its 3.9-liter V12 churns out 370 horsepower, hitting 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 5.5 seconds and topping 280 kilometers per hour. Rare and revered, a Miura P400S now fetches $1.5 to $2 million. The 1977 Ferrari F50, a $3 million rarity, tops his trove. As the ultimate Testarossa heir, the Ferrari F512M blends peak performance and 90s style, with just 501 ever made. A crown jewel in Rod's garage. Its 4.9-liter V12 pumps 520 horsepower, dashing 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 4.7 seconds and peaking at 315 kilometers per hour. Once his pride, it fetched up to $3 million at auction, a tribute to Ferrari's enduring allure. Equally dazzling, the 1977 Lamborghini Countach LP 400 Periscopio shines bright. With sharp angles, scissor doors, and quirky periscopio mirrors, this avant-garde beauty boasts a 3.9-liter V12, delivering 375 horsepower and 190 miles per hour. Stewart auctioned it in 2023 for $1 million, though its iconic rarity now commands $1 to $1.5 million. Rod's passion extends to ultra-luxe rides, too. His 2013 Rolls-Royce Ghost EWB epitomizes sophistication. This refined chariot melds elegant design with a plush interior and silky smooth power. Its 6.6-liter V12 offering 563 horsepower and a 0 to 100 kilometers per hour sprint in 4.8 seconds. Priced at $350,000 new, it holds strong value today. His garage also gleams with rarities like the 2003 Ferrari Enzo, only 400 made, now worth $3 to $5 million, and the 1972 Lamborghini Miura SV Coupe, the line's fiercest, fetching $3 million. Truly, Rod Stewart's car collection is a symphony of class and wonder. Though he cherishes his stunning car collection, Rod Stewart has voiced worries about the rough roads, particularly potholes, that threaten his beloved vehicles. In 2022, he slipped on a bright vest and teamed up with pals to patch up potholes that had scraped his Ferrari. This sparked thoughts of passing his treasures to new hands. "The potholes are taking a toll, so I might need to find them new homes," he confided. Rod Stewart isn't just a rock icon whose 6-decade career built a dazzling fortune. He's celebrated for his refined way of life, debonair flair, and exquisite tastes, embodying the elegance of a global music maestro, a lifestyle radiating the poised charm of rock's elite gentleman. From his first steps in music, Rod Stewart emerged as a magnetic charmer. With striking good looks, tousled blonde locks, and a polished air, he drew the gaze of dazzling stars. And no wonder. Rod swept through a parade of high-profile romances, effortlessly winning over models and screen sirens alike. He's tied the knot 3 times, fathering 8 children with 5 remarkable women. Since the 1970s, Rod Stewart has carved out a signature look: wavy blonde hair, sharp tailored suits, vibrant silk shirts, and eye-catching ties. While other rockers embraced a rugged edge, Rod chose the vibe of a lavish yet free-spirited British gent. He adores luxury labels like Gucci, Tom Ford, and Dolce & Gabbana, always stepping out in custom suits that dazzle. Even past 70, Rod Stewart exudes a noble grace, a testament to a legend's timeless polish. Rod Stewart shines not just with his gravelly voice, but with a magnetic stage energy. He loves mingling with the crowd, kicking a soccer ball mid-show, or calling fans to join his song. His gigs brim with unexpected delights, from spontaneous twirls to tossing his jacket into the sea of admirers. Football isn't merely a pastime for Rod Stewart. It's a flame that burns deep. A devoted Celtic FC Scotland supporter, he's often spotted in the stands, roaring for his team. He once shed tears of joy when Celtic clinched a big Champions League win. At his estate, a private pitch hosts games with friends and kids. Beyond fandom, Rod's got skills. He once chased dreams of playing professionally in his youth. Outside music and football, Rod Stewart nurtures a unique passion, crafting miniature train worlds. Over 26 years, he's sculpted a breathtaking model railway city at home, every detail a labor of love. He even brings the tiny setup on tour for calm, creative escapes. More than a hobby, it's a vital thread in his life, grounding him after electrifying stage nights. Rod Stewart, the suave British soul who blends rock with romance, has won countless hearts. Among rock's most charming rogues, he's a famed lover with a string of headline-worthy affairs, marrying and parting 3 times over. Imagine a secret from Rod Stewart's past. Few realize he became a father at just 18. In 1963, at the tender age of 18, Rod welcomed his first child, Sarah Streeter, a precious gift from his early romance. This little one was born of his wild young heart. Back then, with no steady path beneath his feet, Rod and his sweetheart chose adoption for their daughter, dreaming she'd find a brighter future. Sarah thrived with her new family, while Rod chased his musical destiny. Then, in 2008, after 40 years apart, Rod reunited with Sarah, his firstborn. This tender moment stirred whispers of criticism, accusing him of turning away from his own. Alana Hamilton, his first bride in a fleeting union. In 1979, Rod swept American actress and model Alana Hamilton into matrimony, a grand affair sparkling with celebrity guests. Together, they brought Kimberly Stewart and Sean Stewart into the world. Yet, their love dimmed after just 5 years, fading into separation. Rod confessed his heart was still restless, unready for the weight of forever. If his first vow stumbled in youth, his second felt like a soulmate's promise. Rachel Hunter, a magical romance that crumbled into a $50 million farewell. In 1990, Rod's eyes locked with Rachel Hunter, a stunning New Zealand supermodel 24 years younger, and sparks flew. Smitten, he knelt with a ring mere weeks later, sealing their bond in a star-studded Los Angeles wedding. Renee and Liam blessed their years together. But in 1999, Rachel walked away, shattering Rod's spirit. Word spread that Rachel sought half his fortune in the divorce, $50 million to $75 million whispered in the air. After fierce talks, they settled privately, the details veiled. Still, Rod parted with a hefty fortune, likely millions, securing Rachel properties and a grand payout. He vowed to care fully for their 2 children, too. This split ranked among showbiz's costliest, leaving Rod utterly shaken, shedding 12 pounds in his heartbreak. Penny Lancaster, the final muse to claim Rod Stewart's soul. After 2 broken marriages, Rod swore off wedding bells for good. Yet, in 1999, destiny introduced him to Penny Lancaster, a supermodel and photographer with a gentle grace. Penny's beauty runs deep. She sees Rod like no other, soothing his storm-weary heart. After nearly 7 years of love, they wed in 2007, a splendid Italian celebration. At 60, Rod cradled his 7th child, Alistair Wallace, in 2005, followed by Aidan in 2011. Even now, Penny stands as Rod Stewart's unwavering rock, a steady light in his golden years. Before settling down, Rod danced through fleeting flings with dazzling stars. He wooed Britt Ekland, a Swedish actress who swooned over his fiery passion, and Dee Harrington, a famed model tied to him deeply in the 70s. With American model Kelly Emberg, he welcomed the lovely Ruby Stewart. The headlines once dubbed Rod Stewart rock's ultimate romantic rogue, yet he grinned and said, "I'm no cad. I just adore women with all my heart." 8 children, born to 5 extraordinary women, now flourish in their own lives under his legacy. Rod Stewart isn't just a voice that shaped music history. He's a bold, polarizing star whose 6-decade saga keeps the world buzzing. Unveil the whirlwind of triumphs and trials shadowing Rod Stewart, a legend with a radiant yet stormy tale. His most infamous uproar erupted in a Florida scuffle that tangled him in the law. On New Year's Eve, 2019, Rod Stewart and his son Sean found themselves in a legal clash at the Plush Breakers Hotel in Palm Beach, Florida. Police accounts paint a vivid scene. Rod and Sean, reveling with family at a New Year's bash, aimed for the VIP zone. A 33-year-old guard, Jesse Dixon, barred their way, sparking a shove from Sean. Rod leapt in, landing a punch to Dixon's chest, a moment captured by the hotel's watchful cameras, revealing Rod's fiery outburst. Swiftly, Palm Beach authorities probed the fray, charging Rod and Sean with misdemeanor battery. In Florida, this could mean a year behind bars or a $1,000 fine. Yet, as a first-time offender with a clean slate, Rod settled privately in 2021. Fines paid, no guilt owned, delayed by COVID's shadow. Afterward, Rod shared a softened heart, saying trouble wasn't his aim, just a flare of temper, and he regretted that New Year's misstep. Rod Stewart's fame isn't just his music's brilliance. His bold political voice stirs the pot, too. It's drawn him into whirlwinds of debate. Step into Rod Stewart's outspoken world of war and policy. In 2022, with the UK's NHS buckling under shortages and crowds, Rod lashed out at the government's failings. On Sky News, he declared with fervor, "I've kept quiet on politics till now, but this crisis pulls me to speak. It's a catastrophe. The government's botched our health care. They must step down now." Beyond words, he funded MRI scans for dozens at a private clinic, a defiant gift born of frustration with a strained system. Rod also stands tall among UK stars backing Ukraine against Russia, branding Putin a despot and cheering sanctions. He raised Ukraine's flag at his villa and sheltered a refugee family, covering their every need, a move praised globally, though it ruffled some pro-Russian feathers. A plagiarism storm swirled around "Do Ya Think I'm Sexy?", a lawsuit that rocked the charts. Released in 1978 on Blondes Have More Fun, this hit soon faced claims of theft. Its melody echoed Jorge Ben-Jor's Taj Mahal, while strings mimicked Bobby Womack's "If You Want My Love, Put Something Down on It." Rod hushed the clash by funneling all the song's earnings to UNICEF, a noble pivot that aided charity and dodged legal thorns. Though the suit turned heads, the track soared, ruling charts worldwide and cementing its place as a Rod classic. At 78, Rod Stewart stunned us all, trading rock and roll for uncharted musical waters. After 6 decades as rock's titan, he announced a shift in 2023 on BBC Breakfast. No retirement, just a bold leap from rock's embrace. Scaling back global tours, he's not done yet. He's dreaming of cozy stages, weaving the great American songbook, and swing into intimate nights. Rod Stewart's quiet war with prostate and thyroid cancer unveils a fighter's soul. In 2017, prostate cancer struck, and he battled silently for 2 years, revealing it in 2019 at a charity gala. Caught early by routine checks, he urged men over 50 to test PSA levels, facing radiation and surgery head-on. By late 2019, he triumphed, proclaiming vibrant health. Earlier, in 2000, thyroid cancer tested him, demanding surgery that jeopardized his voice. 9 months of vocal retraining followed, a grueling climb back to the spotlight. Yet his grit shone through. Through cancer's shadow, Rod Stewart glows with vitality and zest. Boasting he can dash 100 meters in 18 seconds, he's all about savoring life's joys. Now in Los Angeles, with Penny Lancaster and their 2 youngest boys, his 8 kids fuel his drive. At 79, Rod pours his soul into music, family, and fresh ventures, a beacon of enduring zeal. Rod Stewart isn't just a 6-decade musical marvel. He's resilience and fire personified. His mark burns bright in fans' hearts globally. His journey sings of an unyielding spirit, pressing onward through time and trials. Whatever lies ahead, Rod Stewart's name will echo eternally as a timeless icon of music's grand stage.